Hi. I'm so excited to talk about this that I actually did this. I actually did video because um I might I might I might like this a little bit because if you look, that is me playing Winston, and then that is Parsons and Syme because I was in 1984 and I played Winston, so I have a lot of thoughts. Strap in, it's Yap o'clock. um, I'm Sage. So how does Party Oceano control popular culture? Um, they make everything. The Ministry of Truth, that's like their whole bit, is like, where's the freaking 42 and 43? Hell yeah. I also have the graphic novel right in front of me because I have to remember which parts are in the book. Am I a liar? Oh, I'm just on the wrong page. Okay, so they made TV for like the pros, and they made TV, they made sports, they made news, they made everything. Because in being able to do that, they were able to maintain exactly what everybody consumed through the popular culture, like rubbishy newspapers containing almost nothing except sport, crime, and astrology, sensational 5-cent novelettes. Like, they can be like, don't look at this, look at this, look at this newspaper that has like sports and stuff. Let's see. Basically, they have permitted entertainment so that they can choose exactly what people see and what they don't see, because they can also, if they have permitted entertainment, they can go back and rewrite with like the Malreport verify stuff that Winston does. Okay. How setting is established visually in the graphic novel? Oh my god, I love this. Okay, so the Victory Mansions and where like Winston lives, and also where the Proles live, is very bad. It shit. Sorry, I'm gonna swear. I don't care. You probably don't care. Victory Mansions are like shit. They get bombed every day, probably by the government. I believe Julia. Because it's very. I'm so sorry. This does not make sense. Because the Victory Mansions are supposed to be sharp contrast with Ministry of Truth, and also more specifically where O'Brien lives. I can't remember what that's called. Where the inner party lives, because it's meant to be a very specific theme of control. Because if they keep the working class and the proles and the outer party in these decaying, horrid, held together with duct tape and dream homes, they can control exactly what they give them to fix it. And they can say, oh, well, you guys didn't do good enough in your work, so we lost this war thing, so this part is being rationed. So now you guys don't have plumbing, or now you guys don't have electricity. But also, it shows how little the inner party and the government cares for the outer party and the proles, because the Ministry of Truth and the inner party, like, housing is kept clean and cut, and it's beautiful, and it's like so architect, and it's polished to a fault. And that was so fun to watch Natalie set design. There was set design. I'm sorry. Most of this is me gabbing with them. Okay. How does Nestie's adaptation speak to contemporary concerns about privacy, surveillance, and information control? Oh, I love this. I really like their interpretation of how the telescreen is used. It speaks to contemporary concerns about privacy, surveillance, and information control, because they use very specific bits of the telescreen. Like, they use kind of the snaky telescreen that's smaller, that moves around. Let me see if I can find it. But they use very specific things that can be kind of alluded to social media and alluded to, uses more contemporary like news feeds that like Orwell didn't have access to because it was damn near a century ago. But they use let me see. I think I found it. Hang on, my bad. I'm doing this in one take, but that's fine. This little thing that they use. This is probably backwards, but it doesn't matter because I'm talking about this thing, this bad guy, this little snaky guy. I loved that snaky guy. Used to kind of snake their way into the apartment, like the affair apartment. Weeks. That's the one. Which is very similar to how people feel about social media and like, oh my god, the freaking government's looking in our freaking phones. And I really liked that. I'm enjoying this a lot. I hope you made it to the end. I really hope you did. I'm sorry that this is rambly, but this is the way that I talk when I talk about this, because I thought a lot about this. This was months of me thinking. I really like this so far. I really like everything that the illustrator has done with it, and I'm very happy to be reading it. And thank you for giving me an excuse to buy another copy of 1984. All right, bye bye.